Hey everybody, today we bring you some spicy, bomby, mommy gameplay. You'll notice at the beginning of this game, we use vomit all over the first two gens we see. This is because for the next 35 seconds, it's going to infect and will act as a deterrent to be worked on, as well as inform us if survivors are working on it, because they will be sick, and it should show you in the left bottom hand corner a pukey green color. Now, we did just see a survivor walking over this way and leaving some scratch marks around this loop. So we're going to try and see if we can find him real quick. See if he's hiding. And there he is. See, we know they were hiding around there somewhere because they didn't leave any scratch marks leaving the area, nor did they do anything to kind of walk away. We would have caught that since we saw them coming through. We do see some more scratch marks, and we're able to kind of leave that loop there. We've done what we needed to. He's been puked on. No worries here. And then I see that we just caught an eye of him right there. So definitely trying to turn them away from getting rid of Ruin already. They found us. There's not really much you can do this game. I wouldn't worry too much trying to protect your Ruin, as it can waste actually a lot of time. He makes a very big mistake here and honestly not just taking the loop off the bat. We don't get the hit here, but it really doesn't matter too much as long as we can try and snag a little extra vomit. Luckily for us, Jake runs in for some bomby lovings, which we gladly give out by mama birding his next meal. Aren't we so kind? And we even give him a nice little pat in the back. You just gotta love it. After we down Jake, I can hear the generator still being worked on and need to make sure we apply pressure by either going for a hit, dupe, or really just anything you can do to push them away from the generator at that time. You don't want to be looped around the generator, and you want to make sure that you've done something effective here. Don't let them just continue that generator for free. It'll cost you later down the line. Now, I did lose Ruin this game pretty quick, but overall, we have created a lot of pressure early on, so I feel it was a fair trade-off. Though, bringing Pop Goes Weasel this game would have been better, and I'd recommend bringing it just overall. We would have had a lot more value here at this generator and at every future generator. We are using two very strong perks this game. Infected and Medic, which increases the effectiveness of our Vile Purge, and we're using Black Incense, which really pushed this build to the next level, which reveals the aura of vomiting survivors. So we always know what's going on. Now, as a survivor, if you notice that you're being tracked, the best thing to do is try and pop off two gens really early on and use those as your cleansing areas. You want to pull Plague away to go claim her Purge while being able to pressure the gens currently. This makes it a trade-off where Plague has to then realize, okay, I need to go get this because it'll create more pressure, or if I do go get this, how many gens am I going to lose for that? So you really put more pressure on the killer than as a survivor. This is what I would recommend. That's why in all cases, it's not always bad to cleanse against the Plague. And I've played Plague at rank 1, and I play now a lot of the better teams actually do cleanse. But they cleanse normally at the 3 or 2 gen mark. That way they have a lot more room to play with. When you're hiding from a killer and feel that tickle in your throat to cough, that's a real bitch of a moment, ain't it, Dwight? I never have remorse for hooking a Dwight. I don't know, just something about it. All Dwights need to go. They just have to go. Using our Black Incense here, we're going to be able to predict which path Jeff is going to take, and this is one reason that makes Black Incense such a strong add-on. We also managed to snag ourselves a 2-for-1, because there's nothing they're going to be able to do here. Which, perfect. This would actually be a moment where, if I really wanted to, and I wasn't just going for like some extra points onto it, I could actually track down the last survivor here and really apply pressure. But because we're enjoying the game and we have the game under control, I actually don't mind letting it go on a little bit longer. But you definitely could end this by just going to that next hook and stopping everything. And with there being 2 survivors down, chances are we're going to take both of them out right here. We have full sight of them. It's going to be one of those quick games where you just dominate the whole area. Plague can really be like that, where she snowballs around. You can't really hide from her with the Black Incense. This game was over before it started. Oh man, that poor Dweet. Oh, I saw you, buddy. It's definitely one of the worst feelings. You can't hide anywhere. This is where we claim our 4K, and this is how a game of Plague should go if you really get that great start, especially against a team that doesn't cleanse. when Plague's Black Incense, it just makes things even stronger. From the survivor side of view, I would have played things a little differently. I would have played more of a stealthy early game and cleansed more towards the middle of the game if we got hit pretty good. This means we have a little bit more room for error, even if she does get that purge, which it's kind of a risk give and take, but I think that would have been the correct call. Now, don't get me wrong, this map here is, in my opinion, a great map for most killers, because you don't really have to travel as far as you would think for the size of the map. And with that, most loops actually don't feel too bad. They all feel pretty mind gameable, or even not very long lasting. You're not really bouncing from loop to loop, which does feel good. And if you ever want some extra points, make sure to puke on things at the end of the game. That's what I'm doing now. Now, Plague isn't great for ranking up, but does have more capability of slowing the game down, making it a little bit safer of a playstyle, and just really helps out if you want a smooth game. Thank you everyone for coming out today and enjoying some Dead by Daylight. If you like the content, please leave a like and subscribe, along with a comment on who you would like to see next. Till next time, I'm Red, and I'm signing off.